Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I'm Andy Signore, and it's Super Bowl 2021. And look, I'm not a huge football guy, but I do enjoy a good football game. In fact, look, I'm even repping both of my home teams here. But if I'm really being honest, Super Bowl for me is all about the commercials. I love a good movie trailer reveal or just a big surprise celebrity spot. But nowadays, we don't usually get surprised anymore at the big game because they reveal these commercials before the game even starts. And they just did that with a new Cadillac ad that made me go, wait, what? Look, it's a common trope for companies to try and bring back popular IP, a big movie franchise or TV franchise. Like they did it with E.T. They've done it with Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Groundhog Day. It's not uncommon to bring back a big movie, but this was not one I was expecting. Guys, look at this.
It's scissors for hands.
I can't play all the audio, but this is the story of a boy with scissors for hands. And that's Winona Ryder as the voiceover. And in fact, that's Winona Ryder as Kim. There she is. Well, so who's playing Edward Scissorhands? Oh, it's not. It's Edgar Scissorhands. That's right. It's the son of Kim and I guess Edward, Edgar Scissorhands. And who's that playing him? Of course, Hollywood's it actor, Timothée Chalamet. Now, look, I don't hate Timothée Chalamet. He's fine. He's a good actor. He seems to be the actor they put in everything. Him and Tom Holland right now. They're even trying to put him in the new Willy Wonka film, so I've heard. So when I saw this, I thought, okay, interesting. They got Winona Ryder to reprise her role, and they did. I got some insight on how they got this done, and I got quotes from both Tim Burton and Winona Ryder I'm going to get to in a second. But I was waiting the whole time. I was waiting the whole time for them to make reference to the fact that, wait a second, isn't Edward still alive? Do I not remember Edward Scissorhands? Of course I do. At the end of the film, right? He has to defend Kim, ends up killing Anthony Michael Hall, and then Kim tells everybody that they're both dead. And they sort of move on, and then we reveal she's telling the story. And here's some scenes from the short, which is he's fine. It's cute. It's shot well, but it's the same movie. He's just doing Johnny Depp. Let's be honest. So I kept waiting. All right, well, they're going to reference Johnny Depp. Is he going to get a cameo in this? I was like, ooh, this could be good. This could be good. But no mention of Johnny. No mention of Johnny, just a long, short film watching, Edgar Scissorhands in today's day and age. And look, I would have been okay with it had there been some reference to Johnny, but there isn't. In fact, they treat Johnny as if he's not there, as if the end of the movie isn't there. And then the whole twist is, oh, well, now you can drive this electric car that has the new lyric function that lets you drive hands-free. And look, as a marketer, creative guy, like that's a clever. Okay, of course, Edward Scissorhands would have a tough time driving a car. Here it is again. I would have a tough time driving a car. So the idea of this hands-free Super Cruise feature from the Cadillac, it's a clever way to do it. There he is with this. Now he can drive the car and not keep wrecking the car while he's driving. So look, the idea's fine, everything's fine, but where's Johnny? Why are we doing this without any reference to Johnny or the way that the original film ended? And if you're going to do it that way, well, then why are you bringing back Winona Ryder? If they hadn't brought back Winona Ryder and made it clear that it's Kim, I would have had no problem with this. But they basically are rewriting the movie. They're making it seem like Edward's dead and then somehow had a child. And we're just ignoring Edward and Johnny because, obviously what's going on with Johnny. So look, this annoyed me. I got to be honest. And so I went and dug around to try and figure out why they're doing this. And of course, if you go through the media, they're not afraid to mention all the bad stuff about Johnny Depp was recently ousted from this because of the blah, 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 blah. So they figure out they neatly sidestepped the absence of Johnny Depp, who starred as Edward. This is the story of a boy with scissors for hands, Ryder's Kim says in the voiceover. No, not that one. In an email interview, Ryder said she told Variety that she wanted to play Kim in the commercial because she loved the idea of working with Timothée, and the fact that it was an electric car was important too. So there's a bigger, here I want to go through the Vanity Fair even pulled some bigger quotes, that way I can give you sort of more of an insight as to what's actually happening. Tim Burton also was quoted. I love the idea of getting to work with Timothée, who I'm such a fan of, she told Vanity Fair. Film's original Tim Burton wasn't involved in making the spot, though he did give both the commercial and Ryder his explicit approval. Now, I got to say, good on Ryder for at least getting the approval from Tim Burton. I wonder if she gave Johnny approval. I wonder if she asked Johnny, like, are you cool with us doing this? Johnny seems like a nice enough guy that maybe he did tell them personally, yeah, take your money, do what you got to do. Because it only makes him look better, right? Because they're avoiding him. But, given everything that they've been through, you'd think if Ryder's asking for Tim Burton's permission, she'd also ask Johnny, like, is this cool? I'm going to do this with Timothée Chalamet. I don't know. It just feels like something Johnny probably would have been like, yeah, I guess. To put to Winona Ryder, what Johnny's gonna be like, no, don't make the commercial. He doesn't seem like that type to me. But here she is getting permission from Tim Burton. While he wasn't involved, he gave approval. It's rare when, and this is Tim's quote, it's rare when a work you're proud of continues to live on and evolve with the times, even after 30 years. I'm glad to see Edgar coping with the new world. I hope both fans of those being introduced to Edward Scissorhands for the first time enjoy it. Diehard Chalamet fans were first tipped off when he posted some snippet. Ryder herself was stunned when she first saw him in costume. It was quite a moment, very surreal, and also just very, very sweet moment for me. I was really blown away by him and everyone's work putting the character together. He's such a beautiful guy, so talented, so incredibly kind and unique. Really the perfect person to embody that character. And again, here's my thing. I don't have as much frustration with Shyamalan, Timothée Chalamet, because he did quote Johnny. So I'm going to get there in a second. But however, Edward doesn't get mentioned by name or in the ad, nor is Johnny Depp's name anywhere found in Cadillac's marketing material. So the film originally ends with Kim and Edward parting ways, and Kim explained that she never saw Edward again. The Cadillac ad gives the whole haunting fairy tale a slightly different, more upbeat ending. As if there were any doubt to his slice and dice appendages, Chalamet is officially playing Edward's son. Edward doesn't get mentioned. Still, the idea of his Super Cruise feature, they talk about it, brings stuff, brings confidence and to his daily life because now he can drive. They're selling it. So, I mean, am I overacting here? I'm sure there's a lot of justice for Johnny Depp fans who are going to agree with me. This is a slight. This isn't cool. Why do we need to do this? Why not figure a way to get Johnny at the end, sort of knowingly give it? Because we can't, because the man's defending himself and says it didn't happen and is currently in an appeal. It's not enough to like respect the character that clearly Timothée Chalamet is borrowing from. To Timothy's credit, he does give Johnny credit. There's a big interview he does here with Vogue, and he's the only person in all of this that drops Johnny's name, which I got to give him props. Glad he did. How did you get into character and find your specific take on Edgar? This was a wonderful opportunity to hopefully make the original material relatable to a modern audience without sacrificing the originality of the 1990 version. Instead, we wanted to create a character that didn't make you blink in terms of a present-day setting, but was a total homage to the character Johnny Depp created. So, good on Timothée for having the guts to at least say his name, right? No one in the press marketing won't even say his name. Not even Winona didn't say, oh, I talked to Johnny. Maybe they cut that quote, but you'd think Winona, like, yeah, I talked to Johnny, I talked to Tim. I wanted to make sure everyone was cool with it, and then I was happy to come back, and then in which case, great. But why are they all afraid to talk about it? At least he said the name, right? What originally appealed to you about the film and Tim Burton's work in general? I grew up a huge Tim Burton fan, and while the projects I've been lucky enough to be a part of have been grounded in realism and grounded in this universe, I've been increasingly, especially as I've gotten to know Tim over the past couple months, drawn to fables and stories that get to the essence of who we are in a fantastical fashion. And so here he is. Here's a couple of shots just so you can see him more up close in the character. Look, I don't want to hate the guy. I'm not trying to. I know he's got a lot of fans. Look, I got to give him credit at least for saying Johnny's name. I wish there would be more, but at least he did that. And so how'd they approach you with this? Well, the reality to how they approached it is UTA, the agency, reps both Timothée and Cadillac. So they brokered a big super deal, agent deal, so they get a lot more money in the deal. Well, legacy, but here's his PR answer. Well, legacy and precedent are some of the most important factors for me in choosing projects. Edward Scissorhands was a movie I adored growing up, and the opportunity to step into that world was a dream come true. I was also excited about lyrics' emphasis on environmental sustainability and cutting down on fossil fuels-dependent cars. It felt like the perfect combination of legacy with an eye towards the future. I also love the director David Shane's work in commercial space, and he was really open to collaborating on this. So, there you go. Are people, Vogue already calling it the commercial of the year. I don't usually hate these commercials when they do it. Everyone's getting a payday. But this character is Johnny's character. It's Johnny's character, and without knowing if it's Johnny's blessing or not, I have trouble with this one. Because I don't think we should be canceling Johnny Depp, obviously. I believe in what Johnny Depp's doing. I believe in his case, he's telling the truth. There's evidence for it. I implore you, if you haven't already checked, and you're like, Andy, well, wait, go check out some of my videos. Go listen to the audio tapes. The other person in that case, who YouTube doesn't even let us talk about, is the problem. And he has every right to continue to defend himself in that case that was completely unfair. And in fact, in March, he's doing an appeal. He's working on finally hopefully getting granted appeal to provide more evidence. So guys, Johnny's getting the raw deal here, and for Cadillac to just be like, yeah, cool, let's just do it with the new It guy, make it more current for today's climate, you know? Yeah. And let's not even mention Edward at all. Let's not even have like a reference where they could have easily gotten him in a quick shot, but no, they can't, and they won't because they're afraid. So look, Winona Ryder, maybe she did ask and we just don't know. Maybe she did that personally and Johnny said, just don't mention me. But Timothée clearly didn't, but he did say, you know, he did at least give that prop right here is a total homage to the character Johnny Depp created. What do you guys think on this? Did you like the spot? Are you frustrated as me, or you think, you know what? No, it's fine. They did what they could do. It's sort of a creative way to avoid the issue at hand. Or should they have addressed the issue at hand and picked a side in this and decided, you know what? If we're going to use this movie that Johnny Depp created, Tim Burton and Johnny Depp to me are the two people you actually got to get permission from, because Tim Burton created the character. Sure, he wrote it, but come on, Johnny Depp created that character. He's the one who really was there making creative choices to make it who it was. And Timothée Chalamet clearly even acknowledging that. No disrespect to him as an actor, Timothée, your performance in this commercial is nowhere near as good as Johnny's. Let's be honest. Johnny's was clearly what you were basing it on. You even just said it. You just did it new, and you just did it in today's VR settings and stuff to make it seem more, current, HD, 4K, etc. I'm not into this. I don't like it. What did you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can always hit me up on social media. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that bell for more notifications. You can also smash that like button and leave a comment down below to help the engagement and get the word out. What are your thoughts? Tell us down below. Hit that subscribe and make sure to check out these videos as well. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for more coverage, Super Bowl commercials, and more.